Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Jayco 265 RLS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around the trailer, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. First and foremost, your slide. It's in right now because I want to show you how to arrive at the campsite. Pulled it out a little bit. But taking a look at your slide, see how much room you got. Every time you go to camp, park accordingly so that you can get that slide in and out with nothing hindering it, nothing really close to it. You want to be able to get around your unit. And where your water and electricity hookups are. Your city water is going to be right here in front of the slide. And then your power is going to hook up on the rear of the unit back here. Storage inside here, your power cord. So park accordingly so that you can utilize facilities. First thing you want to do after you park is level your unit. I could put a bubble on the side, stick on level, or have someone watch a level inside your doorway. Let's see, your door is down at the end. I recommend just sticking a bubble on your off camp side. Have someone watch it, let you know when the unit's level. Backing light should you arrive at night. Power tongue jack, simply bring it down or up. Should you lose power, battery's not working, you do have a manual override right here and a hand crank for that. Once you got your unit level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize the unit. On all four corners of your unit you have stabilizing jacks. Now remember, first and foremost, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Make sure your unit's level before stabilizing it. All you're going to do is crank your stabilizing jacks down, 3/4 inch socket. You can put a impact driver or a drill gun on the end of this and run it down in a matter of seconds. Just when you get close to the bottom, go nice and slow so that you don't over crank and unlevel your unit. I recommend pads. Grab some jack pads from our store, get a 4-pack, put them on the ground. It's going to better distribute the weight. It's going to protect the feet of your jack pads from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Run these down just until they're taut. Don't want to lift the unit. Once you feel it's nice and tight, stop and hit the other corners. Get all four corners down, got our unit level and stable. We're going to go ahead and hook up your power and electricity, or power and water, excuse me. Power cord conveniently stored in the rear of your unit. 30 amp service. Should you need at the end of your 30 amp service in your convenience pack is this 30 amp to 110 adapter. Got our power hooked up. Let's go ahead and do our water. Again, your city water is up here toward the front on the off-camp side. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines inside your unit. You always want to use this when putting your city water in or your black tank flush. You don't know what the different campsites or dump stations water is set at. Hook up your water pressure regulator, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. You're going to come right here and open up your hot water heater. All you're going to do at this point is return your drain plug. Put that back on there nice and tight. Then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. And once your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to burp this line here. You're going to pull on this pressure release valve. It's going to release the air out of the lines until you get a nice steady flow of water coming out of there. Then you know your hot water heater is full. Now should you be using potable water, let's go over and fill up your potable water. If you're going to go off grid, not going to be plugged into city water, you're going to use your potable water tank. Over in the campsite to the right of your doorway is your potable water tank. Simply fill this up from here and do the same thing to your hot water heater. Burp the air out of the lines and you know it's full and you can let your hot water heater from indoors. There is an overflow valve on this right here, and these two white ones right back here, water will come out of those before you know that this is full. Or you can come up here into your trailer and just check your fresh tank and keep an eye on it to when it's full. When using your potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't use your water pump when using city water, it's already pressurized. Okay, the water hooked up, power hooked up, I'm going to walk around the unit, show you a few other things. To the right of your entry door here on the campsite is a clip for a television. TV will snap right on there. Here's your cable and 110s. Or you use your 110s on a table here in front of the unit. This is a vent for your microwave. Furnace heat release valve. So if you got your furnace running, steer clear of that, it'll get rather warm. You have a low point drain here. And another one right back here. Dumping your fresh tanks right now. Just open them up when we're leaving. Your awning, got it partially way out. We're running it all the way out here shortly. And your speakers in the end of your awning. You can play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. We'll open up your stairs here. Grip under the bar, pull it towards you. And those just flip down for your bedroom entryway. Your big pass-through storage, you can get to that from under your bed as well. Come to the front of your unit. Your battery. Check your battery terminals. Make sure that they haven't wiggled loose over time. Your propane. You do have a regulator on the front. Simply turn it toward whichever tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Again, your power tongue jack with docking light. Hooked up your hitch work already. There's the rest of it. Your other stabilizing jack. Over here on your docking station, here's your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. You do have an outdoor shower here. Again, your city water connect, hot water heater, magnetically held up storage area, and your black tank and gray tank flush. Talk about that when leaving the campsite. Your slide, we got it partially open, so I can talk about your wipers. You want these to stay viable, so you may want to pick up what's called a wiper fluid. Longevity of those are very important. At the back of the unit over here is your cable and satellite hookup. You do have your ladder to go up and check your seams. Caulk as needed. Keep an eye on your roof. The unit is also prepped for a Furrion backup camera. Should you decide to purchase that, it's a device that sits on the dash of your tow vehicle. Electronically communicates with that, giving you a backup camera for the unit. Again, your power. Spare tire with a cover. Very important so it don't dry rot. And your other stabilizing jack. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up into your unit, first and foremost, I want you and everyone that's camping with you to know where the fire extinguisher is. It's always going to be by the entry doorway. In case of emergency, everyone knows where it's at. Just to the left of that, ahead of that on your cabinetry, is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12 volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you're not plugged in with anything charging your battery, go ahead and disconnect the battery for the day so that doesn't charge it down. Come up here to your control panel. This is where you turn on your water pump. This is where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Your water heater if you're hooked up to electricity. Up here, your brand new battery and all of your empty tanks. Awning light, interior light. A lot of these lights throughout here, under here as well as under the dinette, are push button. I wanted to leave that slide closed so you can see how to have these chairs when you are traveling. You have a strap down this one facing forward, strap down that one sideways. When you arrive, make sure it hasn't wiggled. Push it to the side before opening up this slide. You also may want to, when you arrive, take a walk up here because you can't get up here without it. You just make sure your doors, you can't really see it right now, but I'll show you what I'm talking about once I have it open. You reach in there and make sure those door handles are closed and nothing's going to hinder this slide from going out. Slide room out. As I said, you want the chair to clear on this end. And down there, make sure those entertainment center doors are closed. Last thing what you do is you slide ripping your door off there. You hear that noise? That's okay to hear. It's just the slide setting itself. Same thing coming in. You can hear that for a second or two. It doesn't harm it whatsoever. Alright, we got our slide open. Let me walk you around some more of the unit. There's a couple 110s by your dual sink. Your furnace coming out. Underneath your sink real quick, I'll show you. You reach up in here and you pull your hose out. There's an access panel you can get to here. There's your hose for winterizing the unit. Simply turn the pump in line with the unit. It will run out battery and it will suck it in. There is your access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there. I recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Up to your stove, a panel light. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn your gas on. You'll see it turn red. Hit your spark, and there's your flame. Lighter's all the way to the left. These will be red if they're on. As you see, as soon as I turn this on, turns to red, spark. Off, at blue. Self-explanatory microwave. I have the light on and a fan. Coming over to your Nordic cold fridge. Hold this for about 5 seconds to turn it on. That one actually came on because it's been on for a while. Over here, if it's white, that's what you're controlling. Right here is the freezer. Over here is the fridge. Touch the fridge. Change the temperature over. It's on 3. If you want to raise it up to 4. Hold it, shut it off. Here's your thermostat. Touch it, change from your mode from off to a fan to air conditioning. I'll let that kick on here. We'll shut that off with the air conditioner shut off. Now we'll go back on. And you'll hear the furnace kick on. Here's your furnace. To off. RV Technologies sound system. Bluetooth, mute, AM, FM, CD if you hook up a DVD player if you hook up a television. We'll tell you, when you hook up a TV here, when you arrive at the campsite, push this button in, that green light, it's a digital channel enhancer. It allows you to pick up more channels. When over here, these legs pull out. This sets down on these lips right here. Take these back cushions and lay it down for a table. Show you quickly how to do the sofa. These are Velcro down the back. Stand in the middle. Hold your legs out, pull it towards you. Lay your back cushion down. Just that quickly, you get another bed. Reverse the process. Just that quickly. You're back to a sofa. Smoke alarm. AC. A quick little trick on the AC is when you arrive at the campsite, if it's really hot, when you crank your AC on, go ahead and open your quick dump. That's going to allow the AC to start cooling the cool air, and then when you're ready, close that up and it'll blast nice cold air all through your unit. Coming into the bathroom, I just want to mention this is where your 110 is with GFCI reset. Plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing underneath the sink. It's all PEX. Same thing behind your toilet. You're bouncing a house down the road, just keep an eye on things. Maintain it like you would your home. Coming into the bedroom. Individual lighting. I'll show you real quick. This is the TV mount that comes with your unit. Get a little TV mount on that, pull on this. You can take this right outside and that matches outside. You can snap it on the one outdoors. Cable and TV hook up there. This is where it's prepped for solar already. Leave that sticker on if you ever decide to run this on solar. That's a area for the preps to know where it's a template for them. Emergency exit window. So pull this tab towards you, the screen will come out. This window will push right out. Underneath your Serta mattress, all the storage. That's accessible from outdoors. Here's your extra door. There's an accent light for up above. And then these reading lights are all individual as well. There's your heat duct in the floor, AC up top. In the bathroom, you do have a hand crank open, finger turn on exhaust. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and head on down the road. Again, make sure this chair is turned sideways. Once it's unstrapped, you can turn it. These are move about and recline. Push back recliners. Have everything clear. I'm going to go in the back and shut some lights off. Remember, if you shut these main lights off here, you see how many of these are just push button. So go through your unit, make sure you shut off all your lights. It'll help save on your battery. And remember, make sure that door is closed. Shut off all the lights except for the ones I can shut off here. Simply hit in. I'm bringing your slide in. Sometimes it may tilt backwards. That's fine. It's just because all the mechanism is on the bottom. Watch your chair. Make sure you've got that over far enough. I'll close that strap on that. Make sure you didn't hear anything down there. And again, okay to hear that. I'm going to shut the lights off. And we'll head on out. As you exit your unit, first thing you want to do is make sure this door is all the way open so that this doesn't catch on it. Lift these up. You've probably already swept them off. Remember, these are individually adjustable as well if you're on uneven ground. Bring your door in, go back on this handle, and that locks that in there. Close your door, lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn this. A lot of horror stories about doors not being closed properly and coming open as you're going down the road. We're going to come around, we're going to pull that little point drain for using fresh water. Come up here, open it, both those low point drains. That'll be your hot and cold waters. You're going to go around and bring up all four of our stabilizing jacks. Come around to your hot water heater. You're going to release the air out of or the water out of the lines, and then you're going to pull your drain plug. Be careful, this water will be hot. Use the socket I suggest. Once you've all drained, you're going to hook up your hitch. Hitchman's going to go over all that for you. Then you're going to head up to the dump station. At the dump station, you take our sewage hose. We do have bigger, stronger, longer ones in our store. You can hook it up right here and pull your black tank. Now after it sounds like your sewage is no longer draining, you're going to go ahead and take your water pressure regulator again and come up to your black tank flush and hook up a hose. You're going to take the hose at the dump site, hook it up here, and Run your hose for about 5 minutes. Make sure you leave your black handle open. What that's going to do, it's going to spray out your black tank on the black tank flush. Clean all that nastiness out of there. After about 5 minutes, go ahead and unhook this. Close your black handle. Pull your gray handle. Your gray handle is going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers. It's going to wash out your sewage hose for you. Still, I want you to bring it back here when you're done. Open up your hitch here. It's usually squeeze here, but I don't have a good grip. And conveniently store your sewage hose in here. Nice sanitary place for it. And you're ready to head home. Again, we thank you guys for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.